Come on, let's go. Gotta live in the moment and reach for the golden sun. 'Cause life's what we make it. Come on, let's go.
Go on, Andy!
Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
It's on, Andy! Andy, it's on! Come on, mate, it's on!
Week 8, halfway through this 16-week training block. But I'll be honest, I am feeling pretty good. I'm feeling quite fit, and I've said this before, but I love how I feel when I'm in one of these dedicated training blocks. And I haven't done a summer to winter or summer to autumn training block for a marathon for 2 years. The last time I did one was for Amsterdam, which at the time of recording this is on Sunday, I think, or is it the week after? All the best for Amsterdam for anybody who's watching this. What a course, what a race that is. I would love to return there one day. But I'm not here to talk to you about Amsterdam, I'm here to talk to you about Valencia. So it started, week 8 did, with, so the week, I'm after a volume this week of 85k, and I think I managed to do 84 or 83.95, something like that. Which did include a race at the end of the week. And that's something else I need to talk about, because I had a goal race, which was the Cardiff Half Marathon, which I'd wanted to run hard all year since I booked it. And I didn't know what to compromise on. Should I do a shorter week and with less volume and go hard at the marathon? Or do I just remember that I'm in marathon training, and that is the super objective, that is the goal, so don't compromise, forget about the race, let's make sure we get the volume in and just run the race easy if we have to. No, I did both. I didn't compromise at all, and I'm quite pleased that I didn't, because I ran the half marathon on tired legs, and it went well. It went really, really well, which I'm going to make a separate video about. The Cardiff Half Marathon, by the way, awesome. And again, at the time of recording this, tickets went on sale, entries went on sale yesterday or the day before, already sold out. So I'm not doing it next year because I wasn't quick enough. I didn't expect it to sell out like Oasis tickets, but it did. Anyway, Monday started with a progression run. I couldn't decide what to do because I got to Monday's run and I just thought, I actually don't feel like doing my usual recovery or easy sort of miles. I want to go a bit harder. So what I thought I'd do is start out easy and just progress. So Monday, today's run is going to be an attempted progression run, with the first half of it being easy and steady, and the second half of it going down, maybe even to 10k pace. I'm going to try and run around about 10 or 11k, but there's going to be hills, so yeah, I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't hit the paces, but I'm going to try. I'm going to ignore effort, ignore heart rate, and just try and run to pace and see if I can get up and down those hills to pace. First 5k done. I'm at about a steady pace now, so I've got to run a 5:10 now. The problem is this road's called Hopton Lane and it's bloody horrible to run on. Yes, there's a nice downhill, but very soon that nice downhill, let's just say it changes. Okay, now it's starting to get spicy. 5-minute Ks, 8 minutes miles. Spice levels are hot. 8th kilometre, 450 per kilometre is the target. I'm moving fairly well, but I'm not even at target marathon pace yet, because that's 4:45, and even slightly quicker than maybe 4:42, 4:43. Progression runs Oh, they're hard, but they're awesome. See if we can get that perfect stairway graph. Okay, what goes down must come back up. 4:40 the target now, which is about 3:12 marathon paces, I guess. 3:15. So slowly, the thing is about a progression run, you don't realise how much quicker you're running within a short space of time. And progressing from easy down to a target pace like marathon pace is such a good workout. And if you can, try and get beyond marathon pace and see if you can hack it. Because if you can, it's such a good workout. Starting to get really hard now up this hill, faster than marathon pace. Could do without this hill, to be fair. 4:30, heading towards marathon, half marathon pace now. Come on, last K, come on, 50 metres left. Oh baby, 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 baby. Perfect 10. Wow, that felt good. So I got all the way down to 4:27 or 4:30 a K from 6 minutes a K. So from my really easy pace down towards my half marathon pace. So yeah, happy with that one. What happened to easy Mondays, eh? Not today. 85k to track down this week. Off to a good start. So looking at my staircase that I built, by the way, what a feeling it is to build one of these things. I know they're not real, but when you look at them, you just think, yeah. Oof. So that was a really good run, and the last couple of Ks were quite difficult, especially the last one, because I think I got down to about 10k pace or half marathon pace, and that was up a hill. And there were a couple of hills in the run as well, so I was quite pleased to have gotten through that, because the run itself, the 10k, wasn't a flat run. It was 133 metres of gain, and some of those hills came on effort reps or towards the end, so just quite pleased the way it went. So Tuesday I had off, and then Wednesday I did a steady one with Daisy. I usually would go up the hills on a Wednesday morning, but because of the sort of windy weather, or I can't quite remember what was wrong with the weather that day. I think it was really, really windy, and it would have been, if it's windy down here, it would have been super windy at the top of the hills. So decided just to keep it local on the lanes, but the compromise was we did it steady. So I did everything at around about 5:30. My average pace here was 5:30 per K, 57 minutes, just over 10k, and yeah, the effort was a little bit slightly harder than usual, but it wasn't marathon pace or anything. Some of the Ks towards the end were 5:19, 5:13, so heading towards marathon pace, but still 25-30 seconds a K slower. Then got home and did an S&C. Now I've realised I've been doing S&C on average once every 10 days in this block. I just can't be bothered. I hate S&C. I won't lie about it. I really genuinely dislike it, and I can't motivate myself to do it. And I know it's going to take. I know it's going to take me to get injured to do it, which is a ridiculous thing to say, but that's what I think is going to happen. So I'm not going to force myself to keep throwing these sessions in that I really dislike, because I'm just going to become so. I'm going to start resenting marathon training, and I'm just going to stop enjoying it. So I'm just going to smash and grab them when I can and when I feel like it, which is what I did. So I tried to do a 30-minute workout along onto the TV, to a juice and toil workout. I did 22 minutes of it. I found it too hard, so I basically bottled it and stopped it. And then Wednesday night was track. I tell you, it's always harder than you think it's going to be. Here he is. First ever track session. How'd you do?
All good.
Good man.
Yeah, you know.
You always think it's going to be easy at the start, don't you?
Yeah,
Then it gets you.
Obviously marathon on Sunday, so didn't want to
Yeah.
first track session, so I didn't want to.
Yeah, big shout out to Sam and his Chester Marathon effort on Sunday. So taper is going well.
Yeah, taper's going well. Yeah, first track session, just in time really.
For me, good because I've got a race Sunday as well, so it's probably wise to have not done. There was a 5k set you could have done today, which would have been a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm glad I pulled out that.
Which was super hot 200s, and then there was the middle set, which is 10k, which would have been equally as difficult. But no, I'm glad we did the sort of slower, longer reps.
Yeah.
And it was good.
Dropped off the back of you. I don't know what, halfway.
Well, mate, you've got a marathon Sunday.
So,
There's no point going hard today. So, but yeah, good session.
Yeah.
26 laps. Who doesn't love that?
26 laps.
Great.
How you feel?
Weak, but I'll be stronger in a couple of days. Let it sink in.
Track is nothing short of disgusting, but you do feel the benefit after about 6 months to a year.
A bit like S&C.
There's just no point doing it. You don't feel any different. If anything, you just feel worse. But ended up doing about 10 or 11k in total. But the set that I followed was, I didn't want to do anything too hard because of the steady run I'd done before, and then the S&C. I thought, let's not do anything speedy as well. We've got a half marathon Sunday, so definitely nothing too fast. So the session was, what I decided to do, I sort of adapted it for my own training. I did 2 1,000 meters at marathon pace, 200 meters off, and then it was a mile or 1,600 meters, 4 laps of the track, slightly slower. So I did that steady, or Newport pace as I call it, which is 8 minutes a mile, of sort of, just over 5 minutes a K. Then there was a 400 easy, and then there was another set of that. But on the second set, I did everything 15 seconds faster. So my lap splits were, for the first K, I did 4:54, then 4:54, and then the mile was 8:15. And then the second set, 4:43, 4:42, and then 7:45 for the mile. So yeah, pretty solid track session, especially leading up to the big one, which is on Sunday. And then I had Thursday off, and Friday I just couldn't resist it because I'd missed my hill session. I saw the forecast, so I went up the hills with Daisy.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Boy, I'm standing right here holding up a sign, shamelessly displaying my state of mind.
Well, I must look like George Best on a run this morning, but some chavs have been up here last night, had a few beers and left them on the summit cairn, which is a no-no in Malvern. We don't do that. So I'm taking these bottles down and chucking them away. I can hear them because of the wind. I can hear them like making a tune. It's almost taken my mind off how much I can just smell beer. It's not very pleasant at 7 a.m. But what a view! Look at this! Always goes down smooth up the beacon. You ready, Days? Let's go. Let's see if we can run with 2 beer bottles.
I've been calling my shots down the middle, but I feel I'm scoring too little. So this time I'm gonna try new play.
Take your rubbish home with you.
Another angle, one doesn't reverse in here, so gonna set it all in motion here today. Baby, here I go. Boy, I'm thinking about taking this banner down.
take notice and come around. If you walk right past me one more time like you don't see what's yours for the taking tonight. Whoa.
Apparently at the race on Sunday in Cardiff, at 12 miles there's a heartbreaker, like a pretty lumpy hill. Not sure if it's as big as this one I've just climbed, but I wasn't going to miss my hill run this week. Definitely not. Couldn't get it done on Wednesday, so here we are, smashing it today.
It's way past time, it's way past time. Need to spin it up before you get it, baby. Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you.
So here we go, we're all finished. Slightly longer than I thought it was going to be today. What are we at now? Ah,
Lap 17, 5:28.
17k, so just over 10 miles, 10.5 miles of hills. Ah, what a run that was. I was going to run about 12 or 14k max, but I just fancied it today. And sometimes if the weather's good, you're feeling good. I've got the morning off work, so yes, why not go for a big monster run on the hills with this little lady. So maybe not the best half marathon prep 48 hours prior, but that was good.
So that one was 17k with 616 meters of gain. So that one was pretty intense. But I just felt it. I fancied it. I woke up in the morning and I just wanted to do it. I know I've got, in 48 hours time, I've got a really big goal half marathon, so maybe not the best idea to do a hilly run. But I just saw what the weather was like, and I just thought, I cannot not go up the hills today. And I just got energy from the morning. The morning just gave me energy. I can't really explain it. And I just moved really well. I walked when I had to. I tried to move hard when I felt like I could. And I got, all in all, just a really good session, really good workout that was. One of the main reasons I did 17k was because I decided to run all the way over to British camp, because I've just had this vision of a drone shot with the hills sort of ahead of me and the drone chasing me, because it's got this follow me mode on it, and the reservoir on the right hand side, and then our shadow on the left, and it all came to fruition. So I got the drone shot in the bag, really pleased with that, but then I forgot that I had to run about 8 or 9k home. So yeah, that was when I realised that day was going to be quite a long day. And then Saturday arrived, and it was a parkrun sandwich for me. And at track on Wednesday, I chatted to Ben, who had really fancied going hard, going for a PB at parkrun on Saturday, which worked out perfectly for me, because I was just going to have an easy sort of steady one, because it was the day before the Cardiff Half. And I said, well, why don't I try and sort of pace you to a PB? And Matt joined in the fun as well.
Seriously impressed, mate. Less than 200. Thank you, guys. Go on, the Ben. Go on, Ben. Elbows and knees. Go on, son. Good lad. Go on, drive them arms. Good lad. Pick them knees up. Go on, son. Good lad. Go on, Ben, still going. Go on, son. Serious work, Ben. Come on, babe. So, Ben, how'd you do, dude?
I did well, but not as well as I would have hoped.
I think you you dug so deep. And everyone knows that feeling of being 3k into a 5k and just wanting to quit, and you carried on. And we set off at a very hot pace as well. And mate, there's always another one. There's always another one, exactly. Mate, well done, you did really, really well. So coming to the end of today's run, and the 5k today, Ben will say that it didn't go the way he wanted it to go, but he did amazingly well. I'm pretty sure that was his second fastest ever, so it might not have been a PB, but it was amazing to see him pick himself back up after he really came upon some hard times, like we all do on a 5k, about 3k onwards. The pace was very, very hot for him, from the get-go. So to have kept up to pace after 3k, and bear in mind, I didn't realise this, a 24 minute 5k for him would have been almost a minute PB, so that would have been bonkers fast for him. Big up to Ben, who just basically dived in head first, and it's really good to just see what's on the other side, push yourself hard, and remember, ships are safe in the harbour, but that is not what they are built for.
I'm massively inspired by Ben, who's just a guy that just says, yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Let's try it and see what happens. And he doesn't sort of dip his toes in the shallows. He dives head first into the deep end, which I love. So really enjoyed that. It was a good challenge, and I know Ben that 24 minute 5k is literally a matter of time. It's just around the corner for you. Really enjoyed that, and hopefully we can do it again soon. Then it got to Sunday, and I knew I needed to run, to get the volume, I needed to run about 24 or 25k for the day, and I think I ended up with 23 and a half or 24 or something like that, including the half marathon obviously. So I did a warm-up, me and Rich ran, and then we ran to Wetherspoons to go to the toilet, stopped the watch and thought, right, that's the warm-up done, and then we realised actually we better get to the pen just in case it's really chaotic. So then we started the watch again and did another warm-up. So that was the pre-warm-up warm-up and the pre-warm-up and then got into the pen, and then there was like this little round the side of the pen there was this little I don't know, I just saw all the other runners just doing little out and backs, constant out and backs, and I thought, yeah, I'll go and join them. So I just did another 800 or 400 with them, I can't remember what I did, so it was really good, and you'll probably see why I liked it so much when you see the video, which is coming out next. Got the half marathon done, it went really well, and that was the perfect way to round off the first 8 weeks of training, because I'm now in a really confident space now with at least with my half marathons. So now what I need to concentrate on the next 8 weeks is getting some marathon pace in there and starting to formulate a race plan for Valencia. Do I want to negative split it? Do I want to even split it? How am I going to run it, and what am I going to do? But I've got these really good, Worcester and Cardiff, 2 really good half marathons in the bank, and I think I might see if I can run a couple of 140s as well in the next 8 weeks, which is exactly a halfway split of a 320. So that's given me a lot of confidence, and I can't wait now for the next 8 weeks and what they're going to bring. And just while kind of I'm on a philosophical kind of dreamy kind of thought process, I'm drinking my morning coffee today out of this mug. Now, Laura made me this mug. She got it printed for me when I first did my first ever half marathon. And I don't know if you can read that, but it says, finally did it. We've raised half marathon for cancer research, raised £1,000 and still climbing. So during lockdown, June the 17th, 2020, I decided to run my first ever half marathon, and I did it in 2 hours 17 minutes, and it was just to Malvern and back from Worcester. And I can't believe the journey that I've been on over the last 4 years, 5 years now. I've said this in my Cotswold video, but I literally couldn't run a bath. Like, I was so unfit, and then I just forced myself out to get this half marathon done, and since then I haven't looked back. So it's crazy how much progress you can make with consistency. And I tell you what, man, I just love this sport. Running is it's just the best sport in the world, and I just love it. I love everything about it, and I can't wait for Valencia. So that's the end of the waffle for week 8. I'll see you on the next video, which is Cardiff. Then after that will be week 9, and then we'll start basically the countdown for Valencia, which is exciting. So I'll see you on the next video. Take it easy wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da.
It's on, Andy! Andy, it's on!